Can you share some of the insights that you learned in terms of actually how you move that muscle, what it takes to actually pivot an organization in such a fundamental and defining time?
Yeah, I think I'll just describe the recipe that I used, and it has worked for us. It started out with kind of laying out a vision. And so from the beginning, I mean, literally from the time Mark and I had the press conference, I laid out a vision that said the Dallas Mavericks would set the global standard in the NBA for diversity and inclusion. And I started with diversity and inclusion, nothing else, because I know the business case for diversity. And if you have a diverse group of people around the table, you have an inclusive culture, you can win the war for talent, you can exceed in customer service, you can make the right decision, et cetera. So I just laid that out as a vision and described what it was. And then laid out a set of values. And they spell crafts: character, respect, authenticity, fairness, teamwork, and safety, both physical and emotional safety. Considering what was going on prior to my arrival, we wanted to also focus on emotional safety. And I told the team these values would be on the walls, but more importantly, they would operate in the halls. And so then we went through a series of sessions to really dig into those values and what it meant to have values-based employment at the Dallas Mavericks. And then the 100-day plan was in 4 parts, and it was to model zero tolerance. So set up a hotline, complaint process, et cetera, do an investigation, purge what we needed to purge, a Mavs women's agenda, so a very descriptive agenda around elevating, empowering, and just educating women, cultural transformation, which is all the things around diversity and inclusion, employee engagement, our employee resource group, just the things we needed to do to institutionalize an inclusive culture. And then operational effectiveness, basic things like market-based compensation, performance reviews, gender pay equity analysis, all that. So it was about 200 initiatives. We were very transparent about it. I think transparency is big. So we would get together as a team and huddle and talk about our progress and check things off together. And then I put a diverse leadership team at the table. There weren't any women in permanent leadership positions when I got there, no people of color. And so I know that you need a diverse group of people. You need those voices of women at the table. And so very quickly, we had 50% women and 47% people of color at the table. So that was the recipe. And then you're right, some people did not buy in. I had one person tell his team, don't listen to a thing that I had to say because I'd be gone in 90 days because I was a woman and I didn't know basketball and I only knew telecommunications and all that jazz. But I'm still here and we did what we needed to do.